The world's most influential social network just announced a major agreement with the world's largest retailer. Walmart launched its My Local Walmart page on Facebook that will allow its nearly 9 million fans to stay informed on what's happening at local stores.
In an article called Iowa, the Meaningless Sideshow Begins, Rolling Stone's Matt Taibbi writes, "This caucus marks the beginning of a long, rigidly controlled, carefully choreographed process that is really designed to do two things: weed out dangerous minority opinions and award power to the candidate who least offends the public while he goes about his primary job of energetically representing establishment interests." And Matt Taibbi joins me now. Hey there, Matt. Let's talk about this. How can Mitt Romney, with all this wealth, even begin or pretend to represent establishment interests?
Well, he does represent establishment interests. How he pretends to represent the interests of ordinary people is another question. I think, what he's going to really run on, I think there's a lot of dissatisfaction out there with the way that government is run. Romney's going to come in and say, I've been sort of a leading proponent of efficiency my entire life. My company, being Capital, has helped streamline corporations my entire life, so I'm going to do the same thing to the federal government. I don't know if it's how convincing that is, but that's going to be the way he's going to try to appeal to ordinary people.
It's true, and if Romney does become the nominee, it's ideas like this President Obama may press hard upon, not to mention, as you just said, Romney's time at Bain Capital, which, of course, The Daily Show so humorously touched upon. Let me play this really quick, Matt.
Mm-hmm. It feeds into the pre-existing narrative about Mitt Romney being an out-of-touch multi-millionaire. A narrative based around pictures like this, from when Romney ran the buyout firm Bain Capital. Everything about Romney tells the tale of a man who just fired your dad.
So John Oliver there, of course, painting.
That's dead on.
Yeah, totally. Romney as scary, evil businessman. But I want to put some real figures up, just to remind people. According to the 2010 census data, 46.2 million people, Americans, live in poverty. That's 15% of the total population. These are the highest poverty numbers since 1983, and currently, as we see there, the median household income is about $49.5 thousand. So again, I think it's important just to show people, this candidate who will probably become the nominee, what they're getting into here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, Mitt Romney in a lot of ways is, you could plausibly argue that he's the architect of the modern American corporation. He, with his consulting firm, they kind of pioneered this idea that companies should not necessarily be in the business of employing a whole lot of people and making products. What they're really designed to do is create profits and drive profits upstairs to upper management and cut out as many extraneous employees as possible. So, this sort of modern movement we have in America where you don't have gigantic companies like GM that employ hundreds of thousands of people, but instead you have small companies that make enormous profits and drive those to a very small group of senior executives. That's Mitt Romney. That he was really the guy who pioneered that idea, and he's behind a lot of the unemployment right now.